Hello, hello, hello. Whoa, I forgot I wasn't muted. Ha 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 ha. How y'all doing? Welcome to Data Forge. And today we're going to be playing NKFL Sealed Season 2 Playoffs versus Joelker. I am Zoc, and I just looked at Joelker's decks for the first time, and he's got some scary decks. So let's take a look at them. But before we do, coming up this weekend, check out all these awesome content creators that are going to be creating content at the Keyforge celebration. Um, it starts Friday. There's Tabletop Royale is going to be streaming the Sealed Alliance on Friday, and One Star Peeps will be streaming the regular Sealed tournament, and they will also be Tabletop Royale on Saturday. Will be streaming the Alliance tournament, and One Star Peeps will be streaming the Archon tournament. But there's going to be lots of other content from Wild Wormhole, Call of Discovery, Amber Meaties, myself, Real Player One, and Archon's Corner. So check it all out. There's going to be lots of deck openings for the first time, interviews, checking out the event, streaming games, streaming Unchained matches. So should be a lot of fun. We'll throw this up at the end again. And but for now, let's get to our game. Thank you so much, Ketzer. Hey, Ketzer, how you doing? Okay. So let's see. Let's make sure these are the decks that I just opened up. Lexington, Toxic, yep, and Lieutenant. Okay. So here's what Joelker is running. He's got a Korean deck, 78 Dark Tidings, and with 30 expected Ember from 2 trickle down theories. So anytime opponent goes to 6, they gain 2 Ember. Whew. A Mac the Knife, a Bren the Fanatic, which is one of my favorite cards, 2 Orpheal Siege Chosens, which means also 2 Orpheon Lands Chosen. A Mug, Holdfast, Urian the Circumspect, Wish, Shoulder Armor, and it's got Double Brain Drain, Maelstrom, Rakuzel's Chant, Sink or Swim, Thundertoe, lots of creature control, lots of expected Ember. This looks like a really good deck. Yeah, it looks so good. Next up, another great Coda deck, 76 SAS, 16 printed Ember, 15 C, 2-3 Fates, Ammonia Clouds, Lights Out, 26 expected Ember with a Too Much to Protect, 2 Relentless Whispers, a Master Plan, a Lights Out, Life Ward, Control the Weak, Schuler, Chew Soft Landing, an Ether Spider to set up Too Much to Protect, Grabber Jammer, and Charette to help set up Too Much to Protect, an EMP Blast. Both of these decks are really, really good. Next up, we have a Coda, Brobnar Logo Shadows, Kill Fall, Spawn of Apronites, more good creature control, Earthshaker Champions Challenge, and Coward's Inn, Positron Bolt, Mighty Javelin, Heavy the Huge, Fire Spitter. Some pretty good expected Ember. It's got 10 pips. It's got to loot the bodies with those 3 board wipes, which is really good. And it's got decent Ember control too. Effervescent Principle, Screech Bomb, Routine Job, Nerve Blast, Crump, 3 Bat Drones, and Unguarded Camp. So this is actually really good too, and it matches up well against me because of the creature control. And the creature control is not stopping. Next deck, Lexington of Vialbalson, 69 sass, 17 creature control, and 23 expected ember, and 16 ember control. It's got everything. It's got a Safe House Bonithing, Chew Vandalize, a Look Over There, a Mug, Chew Axiom of Grisk, a Smite, a Dreadbone Decimus, 2 Gizzleheart Zealots, 2 Burning Glares, and a Master of the Grey, a Bringlow, a Curiosaurus, a Fawn of the Eye. Yeah, that looks pretty rough. Next up we have Toxic, which only has 5 creature control, but it does have a board wipe and Skuksuno. And it's got a lot of speed. Chew Song of the Wilds with a Ghost Hawk. Chew Gloriana's Attendant, so 13 printed Ember overall. Lots of creature control, or lots of artifact control. Chew Stirring Graves to replay some of that, a Pismire. And then finally, Lieutenant Foul Carlin. Another DT deck, Sanctum Starlines Untamed. And this one's actually really good. You know, SAS doesn't mean anything in DT. So we have triple Mollymawk, Witch of the Dawn, Waste Not, Infighting, Persistence Hunting, Chew All Tides Up. Really good Star Alliance here with Professor Emeritus, Caring, and a whole bunch of really good upgrades with a Unity or Discord. Force Field, Chew Stunners with a Unity or Discord and with Together. And it's got a Grand Alliance Council and a Technobabble. Lots of creature control for this one too. And then in the Sanctum, Chew Urian the Circumspect with a Larry of the Lake and a Shoulder Armor. That could be really nasty. And it's also got a Grand Melee. So, like, almost all these decks can, like, totally take me out. I'm kind of only not worried about one of them. So what do we ban? It's probably one of these top 2 ones. Oh, and they both look just awful, honestly. Wait, they do look fun. Killfall looks the least scary so far. I don't know. I'm more scared of Killfall than both Lexington and Toxic. But I think I'm going to either ban... Let's see, this has 15 creatures. This has 11 creatures. Okay, so I think we'll ban the DT deck. It just looks so good. We'll ban the Korean deck. And he banned my Porto Storm, which is a really good Worlds Collide deck. I will save... I think it's Lose is my next best Mass Mutation deck. Yep, it's Lose. Let's check it. We gotta make sure actually. Yeah, I think that's still good. The matchups are going to be critical here. He saves the Voracious Mayor, which was a really good Coda deck. That makes sense. Okay, then the other one I banned. See, like, most of my decks are really board focused. That's why Killfall scares me, because it's got Loot the Bodies and more or less 3 board wipes, which Champions Challenge, Coward's Inn, and Earthshaker. And Heavy the Huge could also kill the Chew Power ones. And this Logos has a lot of speed. And it's got the Sting, 2 routine jobs. I can... Yeah. I'm actually pretty scared of that one. And so the question is, am I more scared of that one than either this DT one? That one I have to control the board. It only has 13 creatures. This Toxic I wasn't actually scared about, but now I see it's got 23 creatures. That's kind of scary. Lexington, it looks scary, but it looks doable. So, Killfall, Toxic, or this DT one. Man, they're all pretty good. I think I'm gonna get rid of Killfall. Those 3 board wipes are pretty rough. This has board wipes too, but I think for what I'm gonna be playing, Killfall matches up better. So we're gonna ban Killfall. And what did they ban? They're still banning. Okay. Not trying to influence any decisions. You definitely know your matchups better than I could. Yeah, we'll see. Definitely it is going to be all about matchups, like, and what order they're played in is going to make a big difference here. We'll have to see what they ban. Valkyrie, Zeb, Radia, and Dramas are our other 4. We'll pull them over. Okay, so we know we have lose. Let's see, Valkyrie, Zeb, Radia, and Dramas. Dramas is surprisingly speedy, but it needs the right matchup. Radia can do some work. Zeb can do some work. Valkyrie can do some work. Okay, they're still banning. Give me just a moment. Okay, still waiting on them to ban a deck. So we gotta take a look at what else they're gonna have available to see what we think are the best matchups. Okay, so of course they have the one they saved. It only has 11 creatures, but they can do so. The main focus is getting rid of that ether spider so that they can't set up too much to protect. If we cannot get owned by too much to protect, I think we're okay. They do have the master plan. They have the control the weak, the life ward, the ember imp, the succubus, the lights out. So that's the other thing is we gotta try and not be disrupted too much. Okay, what's the matchup on this one? Bonithing safe house is gonna hurt. Cleansing wave is a big one for them. Curiosaurus is just curious. Master of the Gray is another big one. We gotta be ready to destroy Master of the Gray when it comes out. That could just shut us down. For Toxic, it's got a lot of creatures and it's got double Song of the Wild and Ghost Hawk. So it'll be hard to keep on top of the board all the time, but we got to do as good as we can if we can keep on top of the board. We should be able to do okay against that. And then the last one This one could burst fast. So we have to be lucky, I think, with our creature control against that one. They're still banning, but that's all right. They say this pick is hard. Yep, that it is. That it is. Okay. All right. They banned Valkyrie as the second deck. Cool. So now we have to pick a deck for game one. So the games begin in terms of the matchups. So we have lose. We could come strong out of the gates. I normally don't do that, but maybe we need to this time. How does it match up versus their 4? Hard to say, hard to say. Then we have Zeb. It wants to go big board. And he only has one deck without board control, which might not play anyway. And we have mechanically radioactive Radia. It also likes to do fun stuff with a board. It does have a Squawker, a Smith, a Crystal Hive. Zeb really doesn't have a lot in terms of expected Ember. It does have a Crystal Hive too, but they have like really good artifact control across the board. And then there's Drumos. It is the unexpected DT rush deck. I think we're actually going to go strong out of the gate. We're going to go with lose. Okay, and what did they pick? Lexington. All right, which one is Lexington? Lexington is their mass mutation, 15 creatures, Master of the Gray, 2 vandalize, safe house, Bonething. So we have MM on MM. Okay. Let's go. Okay, this is a pretty close matchup. If either side gets going early, oh, this is a Curiosaurus, so I got to remember that. I do have the double Lost in the Woods, which is really good against Curiosaurus, and the Lights Out. So that's really good, and I could potentially bring it back with Look What I Found as well. Okay. Let's see. Let's check out the artifact control. I have a Reclaim by Nature. They only have a Nexus. So I could reclaim their safe house potentially. That would be nice. They have a lot of artifacts that would like to be reclaimed. Okay, we have a red penny in the starting hand, which is really nice because last game with this, both red pennies were in like the last 8 or 10 cards. So I think I'm going to keep this. Joelker says, didn't think you'd drop lose this early. Haha. That's a surprise. All right, that's good. I surprised him. Okay, we're going to keep this hand. Oh yeah, I forgot I'm going second. I was thinking I was going first for some reason. Okay. They kept their hand and went shadows. Okay. Gonna go Untamed, Lodon, Niffle-Ape, and in turn. They steal my Amber and they gained another. Very nice. And out come the double Gamgee. Let's get our own stealing in. Let's see, do we settle auto now or after we put the Gamgee back? I think we do it now. We got a Squire Alice. Whatever. We'll put out a red penny. Put out our Nexus. Put out our Shoulder Id. And we lights out the Gamgees. And in turn. We have a nice shadows board. However, we didn't draw any shadows. Here comes Saurian, a Curse of Vanity. That's nice. Putting some Exalted Ember on me. Shiddish Tricks with a damage pip to get... They're already bursting. Bursty. Yeah, this is bad news. I think we just got to play out our Untamed. Put the Fandango behind the Shoulder Id, even though it can get around it. Put the Cephaloist over here and damage the red penny to put it back in my deck. And now the question is, do I actually play these or do I discard them? Let me think about that a little bit. So the benefit of discarding them is Dreadbone Decimus, to get their action off, they'll have to kill Shoulder Id, either with it or Thero Centurion. They could kill Thero Centurion. I do get a steal in, but they capture it. And then Dreadbone Decimus can kill the rest. They reap. Whereas if I play Gloriana's Attenda and Niffle-Ape, Dreadbone Decimus can just fight one of them and also kill Fandango with that. I think we play them. We did get a Lost in the Woods. I was hoping we would get a Lost in the Woods. This Saurian is going to be trouble for me. Luckily, I only have one more Saurian creature, and they actually didn't go Saurian. Burning Glare, they stun all my mutants. And I wanted to go back into Untamed. That's too bad. Grey Rider, Thero Centurion takes out the Niffle-Ape. Okay. I think we actually go back into Untamed here. Although it's actually a real feel bad. Because we're going to throw away 2 of our Untamed creatures that we just unstunned. But then we can get into where they have to worry about Fandangle. Because we'll have 3 Ember from that and 1 from Lost in the Woods. We're going to put back Thero Centurion and Dreadbone Decimus. Because the other option is instead of Decimus, put Strix. Nah. And then we'll unstun there and inchurn. Huh, we got Cephaloist right back. Okay, I think if it survives, we want to Armageddon Cloak our Fandangle here. And then I guess we can Grey Rider or Squire Alice into their Grey Rider. If we go Sanctum. It's a somewhat awkward hand, but I think that's what we got to do. They of course have 2 Axiom of Gris. They do go Saurian. They do get a steal in with Citizen Strix. Here comes the Curia. Okay. So yeah, they're going to get their first key. Now we're going to go Sanctum here. We're going to put the Armageddon Cloak on Fandangle. We're going to put the Squire Alice over here. Get in a Reap. We're going to put the Grey Rider over here. Take out their Grey Rider. Then we'll Reap again. Do we fight their Strix here? It's actually tempting. We'd give them 1 Ember. We'd put 3 on Strix. And then it just needs 1 more Ember to die, or 1 more damage to die, which we could do with the Cephaloist next turn potentially. So yeah, I think we do that. And we end turn. Okay. Okay, so if they take me off check here, Fandangle's live again. If they board wipe, Fandangle's still alive. Here comes Shadows. They discard a Gamgee, then they play a Gamgee, and then they play a Mesis Asp. Seeker Needle to damage my Gray, so I do get to Forge. With Grey Rider, I can get a fight in with Baldric the Bold, which is not bad. What's up, Amber Meaties? Nice to see you. It's going pretty good. Just started my NKFL Sealed playoff match versus Joelker, and it is a tight one. Trying to figure out what we need to do here. I do like the Baldric the Bold fight idea. Now, but the question is, do we discard Spirit's Way if that's what we do? They only have 15 creatures, so we probably discard it. Mesis App can still kill us, that's fine. Yeah, so let's go Sanctum here. We'll play out Baldric the Bold. We'll Reap with Grey Rider. Baldric the Bold will fight Citizen Strix. We'll put an Ember back on Shoulder Id. Spirit's Way we'll have to discard here. An Intern. We didn't quite get the check, unfortunately. Let's see how they follow this up, though. They can definitely go Shadows here. Mace's App can kill Shoulder Id or Baldric the Bold. Gamgee can steal one. Seeker Needle can kill my Grey Rider, so they can burst it a little bit. It's a pretty nice setup. But I still have Fandangle, but they go Sanctum. Let's see, what is this? The Master? It is the Master of the Grey deck. It's so in Sanctum they have a Cleansing Wave, a Bring Low, another Burning Glare, a Smite, two Gizelhart Zealot, a Salvador, a Fawn of the Eye, Master of the Grey, and I think we've already seen this the Grey Rider. Ooh, they start out with Cleansing Wave. I wanted to use those damage pips. They gain 3 Ember. Oh, their Cleansing Wave also had a damage. Very nice. They use Smite to have Mace's Asp take out Shoulder Id. Okay. That's pretty nice. Because the 2 damage also takes out the Grey Rider and it puts it on Fandangle, so Seeker Needle can take that out. They screwed out with... Oh, never mind. And then they have the Zealot. It can take out the Fandangle after they... Oh, they're Sanctum, not Shadows. Okay. Yeah. Zealot can take out part of the Fandangle. Burning Glare stuns the Fandangle. Zealot damages the Bold. Okay, I think we go back into Sanctum here. Oh, actually, Shadows is really tempting because we can get both of those out ready and Reap twice. Yeah, we gotta think about this. They have a Bring Low coming, a Bow Nithing coming, Fawn of the Eye coming. Therosin Train is coming back at some point. Okay, so let's talk through our options here. If we go Shadows, Red Penny and Old Bruno come out ready because of Fandangle. So I get to Reap twice, I get to Steal once, and I get my Secret Needle down, and I get to play 3 cards, which is nice. With Sanctum, I could fight Baldric the Bold and a Mace's Asp. They both die. I do gain 2 Ember. I would do the Cleansing Wave before that, so that'd be 4 Ember. It'd be 5 Ember with a Radiant Truth. Let's go Shadows, though. Let's play cards. Reap, Reap, and Inchurn. And I also like to keep my Rad Pennies flowing, which helps as well. Ooh, and I just drew 2 Vandalize. They also have 2 Vandalize, so that's pretty interesting. I don't think anybody's been Vandalized yet. But they're probably going to be vandalizing me soon, and I'm going to be vandalizing them soon. So what are the good stuff for me that they can get? They can get my Reclaimed by Nature, my Lost in the Woods, my Fangtooth, my Fawn of the Eye, my Red Penny. But they go Thorian. Do we see one of the axioms? We have a Monument to Strix coming down. Dreadbone Decimus exalts. Does it kill the old Bruno? It does. And here comes the axiom. Yep. Not. Oh, and axiom had a damage for the Fandangle. That hurts. Okay, but I do get to forge. And I think we go shadows here and vandalize. Both of their vandalize are in it and bone rot venom. That's hilarious. Yeah, we'll take out a vandalize. We'll vandalize again. And we'll take out their other vandalize, I guess. Although their Beware the Eyes and their Bone Rot Venom both have capture, which is pretty good with Curiosaurus. And with their second axiom. But let's get rid of the vandalize. And we're going to Sequel Needle the Dreadbone so it no longer is warded and inchurn. Okay, we kind of have an awkward hand here. They go shadows, they reap with Mace's Aspen, they mug it. They get up to 6, and they get up to 7 with the Seeker Needle, and they play out a safe house to get up to 8. We are going to go for broke here. We're going to hope their Bonithing is in their last 8. Of course, we could put out the Cephaloist so that they can't steal from me. That's tempting. I think let's go for broke. No, let's go untamed here actually. Play out the Cephaloist, get a damage on Decimus, which is good for a couple reasons. We're going to discard the Glorian as attendant. Because 1, it feeds their Seeker Needle. And 2, it gives Dreadbone Decimus something else to fight. And then we're going to put 5 power on our Cephaloist. So it's going to be really hard to get rid of. And we got our Mug. That is good. I think we have one more Mug, right? No, we don't. Okay. We still didn't get our Reclaimed by Nature or our Fangtooth. We do have a Red Penny, 2 Squire Alice, and a Daemonite still coming in our draw pile for some Ember Control, which we might need. We have a Red Penny in hand. They can't steal right now because of the Cephaloist, but I'm guessing here comes an Axiom to take care of it. No, but where are the eyes? That's right. Forgot that they did that. And stealing one with Monument to Shrix. Patronage. Oh no. Oof. That was nice. So we actually have to go shadows here. We are going to get back to check. But they could potentially steal it back with Bonithing. Red Penny. Damage a Red Penny. I think we're going to discard the Mutant Cut Purse. Let's see. Does it matter now? So we obviously should have played our Glorian as attendant, so that was a mistake. I think we discard the Cut Purse. Let's see. They've already done their look over there. They already did their Cleansing Wave. Okay, we'll put out our Cut Purse. And we'll mug their Decimus and inchurn. We did get up to 8, so the Bonithing actually can't stop us. Oh no! Forgot about the Monument to Shrix, so we couldn't have stopped them anyway. Ah, man. That's rough. Oh man, that hurts. Yeah, he's got good decks. But honestly, our deck is pretty good. it just didn't get us there. We needed some of the stuff in a different order. Well played. Okay, on to game 2. That's too bad. Let's see. What do we pick for game 2? Okay, Luz is gone. Lexington is gone. So they have... So do they go big? If they go big with their coda, what do we do? The big worry in the coda is the ether spider too much to protect. And all the dis control. They have toxic, and then they could also go with their DT and try. It's pretty fast. So what matches up best versus that? I think we go Zeb. Radio's also very interesting. Yeah, all of mine are interesting, but oh man, this is a tough one. Yeah, I think we gotta go Zeb here. Unfortunately, none of ours really has a lot of Ember control. Roddy has the most, and that might be a reason to go with it. Zeb's Ember control is easily just, if you kill it, it's gone. And he's got a lot of board control. It's very similar with Radia. We'll just have to play it at the right time. The Screech Bomb, the Grenade Snib, and the Bumpsy do a little bit more. We could also go with Dramos. It has very limited creature control. We'd have to, like, if they play their Coda, we'd have to hold the Bouncing Death Cork more or less for their Ether Spider. Let's go. Let's take a look at their really good deck again. It's got double 3 Fates, Ammonia Clouds, Lights Out, double Oubliette could destroy me. Double Soft Lambing, it doesn't have a lot of speed. Just a Master Planned. Let's go Zeb. Let's go try and get a big board and do what we can with it. Okay, and they picked Toxic. They picked Toxic. Interesting. So, Toxic also is big board. They don't have a lot of creature control in Toxic, though. So, this is going to be an interesting matchup. Let's see. Their creature control, Skuksuno, Dark Wave, Mace's Asp, look over there, Tempting Offer. Now, they do have a Borrow, which is huge, and a Reclaim by Nature. So that means I can't play my Crystal Hive or probably my War Chest until that Borrow is gone. They have negative efficiency, so that's good. All right, let's do this. This will be an interesting matchup. I think this is actually one of the better matchups. I wasn't surprising this. I was expecting a worse one. Okay. All right, we're gonna go big old Zeb. Okay, so what are some of the things we got to worry about with Toxic? It's got double Sottolotto, Mindfire, Inspector, Vandalize, Tempting Offer, double String Grave, and a Low Dawn, a Bonithing, Old Bruno, Pismire, Anguish, Snurret, Waking Nightmare, Brabble, double Song of the Wild, and Ghost Hawk's really good, 13 pips, and good artifact control. Okay. I think we keep this. I think we keep this. They keep their hand, they play a Cinder. We're gonna go Mars and play out a Dominator, a Grabber Jammer, and a Marauder, and in turn. Unfortunately, we didn't draw into any more Mars, but so what do we do? It's definitely tempting to get those 4 big Brobnar dudes out. They do have the Skuksuno, but they don't have a lot of creature control. Mace's Apps and a Skuksuno is the only thing that can really handle my big Brobnars. So, ooh, Borrow is gone. Bonithing's gone. Vandalize, what they get with Vandalize? They got an Ember Imp. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go Brobnar and put out our 4 big ones. It's tempting to just use the Mars, but okay, here we go. They don't have our Skuksuno. If they don't have our Skuksuno, we're gonna go crazy with Brobnar, I think, this next turn. Oh, they're going this. What do they got? Cinder fights a Crump. Okay, that means they don't have Skuksuno. Mindfire gets Gabos Long Arms. They play out a Brabble. They play out a Snurret. Okay, I am okay with that. We're going to go Brobnar. We're going to play out War Song. We're going to play Sound the Horns. We discarded Pit Demon, Zixamini, Snudge, Deep Probe, Barehanded, Zookeeper, and we got Fire Spitter. Okay. Troll is going to fight Cinder. This troll is going to fight Snurret. And Rock Carline Giant is going to fight Bonithing. Oh, that does set up the String Grave. Oh well, in turn. Okay, so the goal here is just keep reaping. Keep going Brobnar as long as we can. Okay, they go Untamed, Lodon, Goria's Attendant, Sacrobeast, and Pismire. Okay, I'm gonna go Brobnar. This troll's gonna reap. Gotta at least get the check. Rock Curling Giant is definitely gonna reap. I think this troll's gonna reap as well. And Fire Spitter fights Pismire, I think. We could also kill Pismire with discarding the troll and using Rock Curling Giant. But let's keep our Delta. And then, if they don't keep me off check, I can actually kill the Brabble next turn. But they go Shadows. They do have a look over there, so they do get me off a check. Dark Wave. Subtle Auto to take out my Mind Barb. Another Subtle Auto to take out my Battle Fleet and Mace's Asp. Dang. How many cards do I play? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Shadows cards. And they get the check. Dark Wave had Chew Ember, and the Brabble made me lose 1. Where was the other one? Look over there. Okay. It's tempting to go Mars, because I can get them off, but they're going to pay 7, so I think we just go Brobnar and Reap. We're also already going to be drawing 2 cards, because they Subtle Auto me twice. I would have liked that Mind Barb, and that Battle Fleet. We're just going to Reap, 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 and in turn. Okay, we got a Crystal Hive. And here, do they have the Skooksono? They have a Waking Nightmare. That's nice. So they make me pay extra as well with the Inspector or potentially the Skooksuno. They're actually going through their. Yeah, I guess it's about the same. String Grave for what? The Bonithing? Oh, the Pismire. That's a good choice. So they may make me pay an extra with Waking Nightmare. So here's some options here. We could get the Dis Emder Imp action going. Honestly, I feel like just reaping 4 more times with Brobnar. We got the Delta. Let's use it. Unfortunately, we don't quite get to check. It's too bad. Now they can hold that Pismire, though, so that's kind of a pain. Okay, here comes the Pismire. That's good. Xenos Blood Shadow. Dark Fairy. What does Sacre Beast do? Take out the Rockring Giant? Yep. Discard Song of the Wild. Okay. think we gotta go back into Brobnar. Troll needs to take out Dark Fairy, take out Pismire, and get the check. Okay, next turn we actually have to do something else. Xenos and Sacrobees can totally take out our board. They do have another Song of the Wild with a Ghost Hawk coming, so this is bad. Maces App takes out Dominator. So Grabber Jammer is now naked. Shoulder Id with a Gamgee. A Reap Tice with the Subtle Autos. Tempting Offer on the Grabber Jammer. But I do get to Forge. This is bad news for me. If we could set it up, or we have told us out while we get the 3 fates and we kill all of them, now that means all of our Brobnar has to die. Okay, so there's 2 strategies I could employ here. They have 5 shadows. Yeah, that's a bad news. So let's go Mars. Hey, we got our 3 fates, we got our gateway. Now we're cooking. Because I'm expecting that Grabber Jammer to die anyway. Here comes Untamed. Reclaimed by Nature on the Crystal Hive. Not surprised there. If they have Song of the Wild, I'm cooked. Okay, they do take out Grabber Jammer. Good. Blood Shadow does take out a troll. I wish the other trolls were dead. Okay, so now we go Dis. And we Gateway, obviously. However, that will purge something. So we should play 3 fates first. And then we Gateway to Dis. We purge our Toxin. That's too bad. Then we Ember Imp. We discard the Tolos here. It's actually tempting to play it just because I think we have to discard it. Let me think about this. It's tempting to play it because then we could reap twice, potentially next turn with it, and get to check. They still have an Old Bruno and Anguish coming. I think a Drekker. Creature control wise though, they don't have a lot. We already saw the Dark Wave. We saw everything except for the Skuksuno. So yeah, let's play out the Tolas and the Sloppy Labrick and in turn. Okay, they play their Chew, and then they can't play anymore because of Ember Imp. So I reap twice. They fight with Anguish to take me off check. They get an extra Ember because of that, because of toll loss. That's too bad. We'll go Dis. We'll put out Snudge 2. Reap. Reap. This is going to be bad, though, because once they get me off with Anguish, there's nothing I can do to kill Anguish. Ooh, and Drekker. That's bad. Okay, we'll go Mars, Key Abduction, Mind Warper, and Marauder. Oh, here's Song of the Wild Ghost Talk, and that's game. I can stop him with Marauder, but... Oh, what are they going to kill with Cinder? I guess the Ghost Hawk, probably. Okay, there we go. There we go. Mars. First Marauder. Capture Chew. Mind Warper to take him off check. Put it on Toad. Marauder to kill Toad. I get up to 9. If I just had one more Ember. And then Zookeeper. Key Abduction. I don't think it'll be enough. It might be. Depends what they do. If they don't control my board here. I mean, if they reap 3 times, they get up to 9 Ember. And I get down to 8 Ember. This is tricky. Tricky. They do go Dis. Reap with Drekker. Now, what does Anguish do? Probably they could. I'm not sure what Anguish does here. They fight Zookeeper. They take out the Zookeeper. That is unfortunate. I think I would have won that if they didn't take out the Zookeeper there. Because I could have reaped 4 times. Got rid of the Anguish. And then Key Abduction. Key Abduction is plus 9. So 19 Ember. And I'll have reduced by each card in my hand. 6, 7, 8, 9. No, it'll be 8. Oh man, I think I forged by 1? Well, that's the only thing we can do anyway. We can't stop him any other way. So we're going to try it. Reap. 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 Key Abduction. We got it! With 1 Ember to spare, the Key Abduction for the win. Whoo! Amazing. Yeah, I did top deck it, but you also top deck good stuff too. So, whew, that was a close one. Yay, Mars. Yeah, Mars is coming back. Mars is coming back even better than this. All right. Okay. Let's pick for game 3. Okay, so we know he's going to play the one that he saved almost assuredly. It only has 11 creatures. It's got lots of Ember Control. It's got a lot of Ember Control. He also has his DT deck, which is pretty good. And I have Radia. I don't think Radia matches up at all with our good deck, although it can control some of the board. I think we got to go DT. I think we got to hope for that our cards come in the right order and we can burst. It's all about when some of the Logos speed comes. So we're going Dramas. And they, of course, went with the Coda deck that they saved. Not surprising. That was the wrong one to pull over. There we go. Dramas versus Voracious Mayor. So they have an EMP Blast. They can take out, I guess, my Siege Forge or Red-Handed Registry. Red-Handed Registry is pretty good. I can't do anything to their Life Ward or Mother Plan, Master Plan, or Combat Pheromones. Yeah, my DT has almost no A, but it does have a Pismire, or sorry, a Mookling, and let's see. It's got a World Tree, so it can bring back the Mookling. Yeah, yeah, or something like that. Who needs Ember Control? Yeah, I think this is not in my favor, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Low-rated DT versus a pretty well-rated Coda deck. And it also has a Sea Forge, which can be huge. Joker's gone first every single game. That's pretty interesting. And a Red-Headed Registry. And a Capture from Mutagenesis Researcher. I think we're gonna discard this. Because one, we'd prefer our Siege Forge at the end, and two, we'd prefer some Theory or Conjecture here. And we want our Bouncing Death Quirk later, and our Science doesn't do anything right here. It gets us one Ember. Ah, their DT hit little. Okay. Oh yeah, Chew Ember. Alms Master and a Shifting Battlefield. Yeah. You are correct. That is very low. Ooh, a Succubus to start out. That hurts. So we're going to go Logos here. Hydrocataloger, Phase Shift, Lieutenant Kirkar, so that we can hopefully take out that. Although we probably want to go... Dang, this is not good. Schuler, Life Ward, Guilty Hearts. Ooh, Life Ward already. That makes me actually want to go Untamed here, even though I was wanting to take out the Schuler and Star Alliance. And potentially set up a nice Chelonia play in Untamed. But we haven't got any of our logo speed yet, except for the one phase shift. We need those two theory of conjectures. So let's go untamed. We got to get some creatures out in case they life ward us. And in turn. Go back to this. Reap, reap. 3 fates take out almost everything. Here comes the terror. They get the check. They use their life ward. Okay. That's unfortunate, but we'll go untamed here because we got to get rid of that succubus. All tied up. My lobby to take out the succubus and enrage the terror. We did archive a theory of conjecture, so that's good. And then do we want to bring anything back? No, we do not. So it just puts it on the top of our deck, and we need to draw better stuff. Fortunately, we are hoping to draw more logos, which we didn't get. Dusk Runner on the Terror. Okay. We're going to go Star Alliance here. Go Officer's Blaster on my lobby. Shield You Later on my lobby. And make it so we pulled another Star Alliance. What should we go for next? I think Untamed? Or Logos? It's unlikely it's another Star Alliance. We're going to go Untamed. No, it's another Star Alliance. That's too bad. We're going to put out our Red Hender's Registry, and then we're going to put out our Colonist Chapman. And in turn, we get to check. Okay, back into this. 3 Fates. They take out everything. And Ember Imp. With a Flame Wreath. That is going to be a problem. But we do get to Forge. So I think we go Logos here. And we go... The question is, do we pull our archives? I think we do. And we play Theory of Conjecture, archive top 2 cards. Theory of Conjecture, archive top 2 cards, and discard both of these. I think that's a pretty good play. Now, unfortunately, we didn't get our infighting. And here comes the Mars. Okay, so we gotta kill that Ember Imp. And we have just the thing to do it. Alright. Going Star Alliance. We are going to pull our archive. We're going to play out Rocketeer Trisco. We're going to play Operative Espion. Is going to fight into Ember Imp and take it out. We're going to play out our Siege Forge. We're going to play out our Metagenesis Researcher. And our Shield You Later. Mutagenesis Researcher is going to fight the Megamouth. And Shield You Later probably should fight the Ether Spider here. And we're going to Inchurn. This, we're barely holding on here, but there's a lot more bad stuff coming from them. Now, luckily, they've got through most of their bad discs. They just still have a control the weak, but they've got through most of their bad stuff on discs. But that means they have a lot of good shadows coming. a lot. They haven't even gone. They've gone shadows once. Look at all the discs that they played. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They played 3/4 of their discs already. The disc was kind of top deck. Yep, here comes the shadows. Obulette. Relentless Whispers twice on Rocketeer Triska. That's pretty ridiculous. What's up, Stalker? It is not going as good as it could have. I lost the first game barely, and I barely won the second game on a key teat on the last play where they would have won if I didn't. And then this game, I'm really outmatched here in terms of firepower. And they do have the lead here. So we just got to keep going. We're going to play out our Anomaly Exploiter, our PI Swevin, and another PI Swevin, and make them respond to that. They just got rid of both of their Relentless Whispers and both their Oubliettes, so that's good. What else do they have? They have Lights Out. They have a soft landing, so they can grabber jammer me, soft landing something else and kill me. They have a mother gun, they can kill the other one. Yeah, PI Swivens are dead. There's the mother gun, grabber jammer, or a soft landing, and something will kill the other. Oh my goodness, they have 6 cards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 Mars cards? That's not good. Well, good news. I hear Keyforge servers will be down for maintenance soon. Yeah, that's right. Exactly. Okay, so they reaped with Grabber Jammer and Aether Spider. Mother Gun killed one. EMP Blast took out all the artifacts. Sample Collect to abduct my other PI's weapon. Okay. And they have combat pheromones, which is really bad. They discard both soft landings, which is good, but I'm pretty much screwed here. We're going to go Untamed, Bumblebird, Chelonia, Youngest Bear, The Fittest. Everything's going on to Aether Spider. They still have too much to protect. They still have the Grabber Jammer. We haven't seen her infighting at all. Of course, I ordered these bad. I should have put Chelonia on the left side. And then Way of the Pixie is going to go on Youngest Bear and Insured. Yeah, EMP Blast, that destroyed all my artifacts, which is probably okay. Okay, we did get our Bouncing Death Cork, which is good, but I think it's too little too late. We got our Think Twice, and we got our Muckling. So a lot of that is good. It's just a little bit too late. We have one, our infighting was our last card. Now, right now it actually doesn't really matter. They don't have a lot of creatures. They just have some really annoying creatures. Here comes the shadows. The light's out. I'm calling it. Combat pheromones are going to unstun both our creatures. Yep. Treasure map gets them 4 ember. Okay, so no lights out. So, and then they're deciding if they're going to discard anything. No, they hold on to whatever they have. Okay, so here we go, Logos. We can stop them. And so here's a plan. We're going to stop them with a Mookling. What are we going to think twice here? We got to think about this. Do we think twice the science right now because we can get 1, 2 more ember? We got to make sure we don't get too much ember. We could think twice all tied up. That gives us 2 more ember. Let's see. So if we Bouncing Death Cork, that gives us 3 Ember. Muckling will give us 4 Ember. So we need 2 more Ember. So yeah, let's just think twice all tied up. Or do we think twice the science right now? So that we can redraw the all tied up and win by reaping out with Untamed and also having the fittest to add more plus to Mookling. Something like that. Yeah, let's do that. Think twice. Science. Phase shift. Mookling. Bouncing Death Cork. Oh, we got up to 7. I was only supposed to get up to 6. Oh well. Ether Spider. That's too bad. Bubblebird. Yep, we need to do it again. Grabber Jammer. Youngest Bear. In turn. Well, we didn't draw what we needed. So they're just pretty much going to win next turn. Because if they get 1 Ember, that's game. And they have Lights Out and too much to protect. So, yep, there it is. And Magda the Rat. And Lights Out. Yeah. Good game. Yeah, that was a rough matchup as expected. Really, my first deck let me down a little bit, and that was the difference. So, what's funny was Joelker was like, "Oh man, your decks are so good," but his decks are like crazy loaded, way more than mine. Like the lowest S was like 69, I think. Let's see, here we go, Sealed Season 2. Maybe he had a 66, but his decks were loaded. Yeah, he had the DT, which was 66, but we know DT is not rated well. But all the rest are 69 or above. 3 in the 70s, 2 76 and above. Yeah, he had good decks. But we were so close on the first game. Draw goes a little bit different. We could have taken it. But didn't go our way tonight. So well done, Joelker. And was fun to make it exciting with our nice key abduction in game 2. But we definitely couldn't hold water to this very nice Coda deck. Our draw wasn't great in this one. This one does have a little bit more burst, kind of. But yeah, we needed at least one of those theory of conjectures early. We got those a little bit later than we needed. And yeah, they got me pretty good. Yep, thanks, Ketzer. All right, that's my stream. Just to remind you all, I'm going to Keyforge Celebration, so I will be streaming Friday there. And I'm not the only one. Also, we have all of these awesome content creators streaming from the Keyforge Celebration. It's going to be super exciting. As I said at the start of the show, Tabletop Royale is going to be streaming both the Sealed Alliance tomorrow on Friday and the main Alliance tournament on Saturday. And both the top cuts, I believe, on Sunday. And then One Star Peeps, 5-Star Games, aka Andrew, will be streaming the regular Sealed on Friday and the regular Archon on Saturday. So yeah, and then all the other content creators are going to be doing cool stuff. I know Call of Discovery is planning kind of some end of day kind of what all went on, kind of podcast diary type things, and I think he might put it on his YouTube as well. But check out calldiscovery.com for all that. There's a whole bunch of us: Wild Wormhole, Amber Meaties, myself, Real Player One, all going to be doing some deck opening, both for Winds of Exchange and for Unchained. And there's probably going to be a few other matches we see too. Definitely want to see a Unchained match stream. I'll see if I can get one going. And then I'm also going to be playing Zodid for ABR. And I'm going to try and stream that as well. And we're going to be playing Sealed Alliance. So that's going to be fun. All right. Hey, Andrew. Nice to see you. So please check out all these awesome content creators. It's going to be fun. Really, really excited to be there. Really excited to see what Winds of Exchange is all about. And with that, that's your stream for tonight. Thanks everybody for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. And good night. See ya.